I hate both of you. Like, seriously.
We here every Thursday on a Thursday, 8 p.m. My beard looks good. I can't see the fucking screen at all.
The beard looks a little off.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Season 4, episode 3. We here. John, your turn.
My turn. If you gotta say it, then you know you were too short. You do realize that, right?
We here every Thursday on a Thursday, 8 p.m. I am toning my voice. This is K Black. I forgot this guy's name.
The camp out every week.
Oh.
You. Last week I was K Blizzle.
I said Blizzy, not Blizzle.
Oh.
Ha. Wait, no. We good? Are we good? Yeah.
We here.
Chilling. Me. We are ready to go. We're going to kick it off with 118, which would be tomorrow, Friday.
Oh, shit.
Air Max. What, you good?
I will hold it to the top.
No good. Keep going. Keep going.
Question, do we ever cover Thursday?
No, I don't think we ever did. Right? Because it always come out at 8.
If you're watching this, it's too late. Because it's at 8.
Some people watch it on Friday because the time difference.
Shout out to the people down under. You know who you are. Air Max 2 Light.
I like them.
I like the colorway.
Colorway's fire. This actually looks better on this silhouette.
They were supposed to drop last week. They did not. They dropped this week.
These are fire.
We'll talk about that later.
I
saw them in person. Actually, they have like a black squiggly line inside the air bubble. It looks kind of dope. You can't see it here, but
I do see it.
There's a little structure in there. It's actually a nice little effect. I was pleased by that.
It's like a signature.
It looks like a signature.
It looks like somebody's signature and shit.
Like ink was thrown in there. But yeah, listen, it's light, it's clean. I don't like the upper part of the tongue area. It's a little poofy.
Poofy? Like an SB tongue, like poofy, or
yeah.
That should be fun. It should be more comfort.
But it's like wide. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. It's like wide and poofy. It's a little obtrusive. But other than that, the shoes clean.
They fine. They fine.
Kith Mastermind.
Kith Mastermind times Vans.
Chilling.
They're cool. I like them. I like the black ones.
Which black one?
The black high tops.
We got 2 highs, 2 lows. Anybody want to get more descriptive?
I can't.
So the brown high has a Sherpa liner inside. The black high does not. The brown low has a Sherpa liner in it, and the other black low is a slip-on with the Kith all over print on it.
They definitely look like Ronnie that had a stamp on them. The fur shit.
Not a fan. That whole Mastermind van shit, that shit ain't for me.
The whole Mastermind collab is a little, it's a little much for me. Not gonna lie.
I'm not a fan. I mean, the leather on the brown pairs look nice, but
very supple.
I can't wear these shit. Like,
it says Kith everywhere on it.
The lows.
Oh, the low says Kith, and then the other one says the Mastermind logo. I think, right?
I can't really see it. I don't honestly like. It's going to be the cheapest item in the collection. Definitely the shoes. Everything else is probably going to be super
Mastermind
expensive.
prices.
Just throwing it out there. So for me, like I'm a little, I'm over
okay.
it.
If I was like loved it, then it'd be different.
Yeah.
No.
Plus, I'm not really like I like certain Vans, and I have like 2 pairs of black Vans, so I don't really need another one. Once you have a pair of black Vans, unless you're skating in them or you're destroying them, you can wear them forever.
One, so you're good.
Those are off-white Vans.
So someone was like, they're not. I think it was Howard.
Howard.
It's always Howard. So he was like, Virgil said he didn't know anything about that collaboration, and my response was, I heard it was Virgil. And then it's like Fragment saying he never heard anything about another Fragment coming out. So like, yes and no.
Conspiracy theories.
The derivative is there, so it's like whatever, but maybe, who the freak knows? But anyway, we'll keep it moving. Next up.
You Big Diadora N9002. Paris exclusive.
Yes.
200 euros.
Keep it in Paris.
Shit's trash.
Wow.
Oh, we said keep it in Paris?
That's well played. Not bad, KB. Right.
I mean,
anything else you gotta say after that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not really feeling it as much as I thought I would have. I mean, shout out to Don Diadora OG. Sent me a little blog about these bad boys, so I threw it up, and I was like, oh, I'm a little inquisitive. But after looking at it, I was like, it's a little basic.
I like the blue side.
A little too basic. You got an inverted coloring around the liner of the Diadora logo. One's red, one's navy. I like that little Paris hit on the tongue with the A in red. That's kind of clean. But other than that,
it's not my budget. 200 euros?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, bro.
Repeat that one more time, KB, because I'm in shock. I'm in awe.
I haven't bought any shoes in 2019. No, I haven't.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Air Jordan 2, Black History Month. They could have did better.
We could just keep moving if you want.
What was that face?
Yeah, all right. Moving on.
Not really with it.
January 19, Nike Air Foamposite One.
That would be Saturday. Just throwing it out.
January 19. Is that navy blue or black?
It's navy blue.
Navy blue with the gum bottom.
Gum bottom.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, whatever.
It's like a matte. It's actually pretty clean in person.
It looks black.
Listen, if you like Foamposite, it's a very clean Foamposite. I will say that.
Navy and gum is like a New York colorway. You really can't go wrong with that one, I guess.
Next up, we got Mizuno Wave Rider 1. Oh my God, monochromatic in 2 colors.
Not monotone. It's
No,
monochromatic.
That's where I was getting. I was just want to say monotone. You know what I'm saying? I like the platinum. Mizuno definitely did their thing on this.
Nah.
Even though it's monochromatic, I'm still with it.
Nah.
That platinum shit is
I'm
fire.
good.
Fire.
I'm Gooch. You like them?
Yeah, alright.
Cool.
If I get my hands on these, I'm gonna cop.
Word.
Yeah.
They're not hard to get Mizunos. Do they sell out real fast online? What is
It's
the
like
hype
an
on that
aggravated
shit now?
situation for me. Just aggravated. I like go to a European website and then hope that like if I hit the USA flag, it's gonna actually translate the page that I want to be on. And then when I get there, it doesn't translate the money. So like the money is like, wait, how much is it? And then it goes to my PayPal.
I
For
stick
redirect.
with SNS. SNS has a good online website for the Euro shops. And
Do they drop them though? Does that
I don't know. It doesn't say who's gonna drop them. It
I'm
might
gonna have
just
to
be
do.
a
And
GR
then I also
release.
have to like research where I'm actually gonna go to get them.
Yeah, because nobody in the States gonna carry it. What's
No,
going on?
Not typically.
Damn.
You can take the next. KB, why don't you take one, buddy?
KB,
I don't have any,
you can see. You got glasses.
Nike Blazer mid
Yes, sir.
77. 3 pairs, $100.
Scroll.
Yeah, right.
You gotta tell them what
White
color
and
it is. You
blue,
gotta tell
white
them.
and blue, white and red, white and green. Not very creative, but
Not very creative.
This is spring all day.
This shit is GR
you wear them
fucking.
one time and never wear them again.
But that's not my fault. Like you say,
There's
like
certain
it's-
pairs you wear a lot.
there are certain shoes that I do wear a lot because it's just easy to wear or easy to slip on.
That green
But-
pair
Air
is
Force
fire.
One.
Yeah, the green pair is nice.
That green pair is fire. That's just perfect for springtime. You throw it on with some denim shorts and some white tees.
I don't know if I'd wear
Your
these with
blazers?
shorts.
Nah, you wouldn't wear it?
No,
What?
I mean as spring
Well, high
approaches.
tops, I like them with shorts.
What?
Wearing high top sneakers, I like wearing them with shorts.
I'm really questioning your fashion sense right now. I'm not gonna lie.
This is my fashion sense, right?
Yeah, I mean it is yours, but I don't want to look at that.
Look at what? The high top?
Your fashion sense with shorts. So fuck.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with shorts?
No.
The high tops.
Listen, I do denim shorts and fucking sneakers all summer
Are we doing
long.
the breakdown? Are we in the breakdown or are we in afterthoughts? 'Cause
This is why.
you're the one that says we have to follow suit and then you go off topic.
We're not
We're
off
almost at
topic.
the end.
We're talking about the blazer.
I'm talking about the blazer and how it looks on certain fits. Okay, springtime and fall time, like when you're wearing like a light denim or whatever it is, wore a pin roll and a high, like that's cool. I like
With high tops?
Yeah, why not? That's fine.
Shorts.
I just don't like the high top. It's like shortens my knee to.
Oh, that's right, because you're shorter. That's right. I
Yeah,
got
what
you.
are you, 6 foot?
He's 5'11".
They're the same height.
I wish I was 6 foot.
Weird.
Message.
Anyway, next up we got Adidas Yeezy 350 Boost V2 in the all white, white on white on white with more white.
Wait,
restocking
again?
somewhere. I don't know where. Shout out to Milton.
Again.
Moving on. Adidas.
I always throw shade at Milton when I don't know what like is going on. My bad, Milton.
That was Milton's fault. That was his fault.
Milton put it in there, so it's got to be a restock like somewhere. Yeah, so we'll just move right along.
Adidas NMD R1 Chinese New Year. Retail for $170. Is predominantly black on the upper.
I got to tell you that the
The stripes
creative,
are red.
the creative
Creativity.
design on this is insane.
With that one iron patch, the
It's
iron-on
fucking
patch in the
joke.
back.
I mean, honestly, I can't see them putting anything else on this shoe. It's just fantastic.
This
the
is
way the
very
design is.
innovative. I like this.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I need 2 pairs.
I'm being
KB,
super
you need a
fucking
pair?
sarcastic. Are you
I was
crazy?
gonna say.
Because KB is about to buy a pair.
You should,
right
you
now.
should see my eyes bugging out of my head while you're talking. I'm like, wait, what?
This is like, it's so fucking lazy. Like, it's so lazy. Stop it. Just
That's mad
fucking end
disrespectful for the Chinese New Year. Like, I could have done better.
it. Like, I just don't get,
Like,
like, why
disrespected
even...
Game of Thrones already.
Oh, yeah, let's not get into that.
Are we still doing the breakdown
Air
now?
Jordan,
Stay on
he's
top
not going to be on the. He's
What
cutting
the
it out.
fuck? Come on, let's
Air
do this
Jordan
shit.
4 laser.
That's it? You know tell me what it
It's
is?
black with laser, like usual. Trash.
That has a gum bottom in case you can't see it.
Blazer.
Tone just wants to say gum bottom.
Why not?
Blaze.
People love
Blazer.
it. Gum bottom. Comment below, gum bottom. We here. All
That's
day,
not the
every day.
hashtag this week, though. It's my turn, so you're beat.
I'm just throwing my own inside jokes over here. Don't worry about it.
January 19th, Nike Air
Fear
FOG
of
1.
God, another fucking.
Go ahead. You got it.
I was going to say another week in a row.
You got it.
Yo, dude, all I hear is how you two talk over me, so it's pretty funny how you're acting like a little baby right now.
I'm not like a baby. I'm saying if you want to do it, you can do it.
You did the whole show. No, hand it over now.
I was actually raising my hand so I could talk, but I'll take the high five. I don't care. I was raising my hand so I could talk, and he
just want to piss me off.
He went for a high five. Why is that pissing you off? I was raising my hand to wait my turn, so I was like this. Teacher, teacher.
You know what you were doing, Mike. Shut up.
I really wasn't going for a high five. Not at all.
I didn't want to leave you hanging though.
That's fine. I just dapped myself.
What else is new?
Come on,
I'm good.
Nike Air God 1. They dropped in 2 pairs. They're both atrocious.
One's the shoot around.
One looks like a elf shoe that you just throw on to go looking for.
It's a shoot around.
Nah, this shit's trash though. Both of these shits are disgusting.
They got pushed.
Shame
back.
on you. Shame on you.
They got pushed back. They were supposed to drop last week. Everybody had their raffles up and whatever they were going to do to release them, and the date got pushed to this week. So that's why they're up again this week.
Trash.
And that's going to be it for...
Do we know why they got pushed back? Any specific reason? Usually like shit gets pushed back because like shipment issues or...
No, like the whole release got pushed back.
That's what I'm saying, like why? Like,
huh.
We're going to talk about that Afterthoughts.
Yeah, we're at Afterthoughts. We're there.
We need somebody to do their golden arm.
How do we know it's Afterthoughts?
I don't know.
Yo,
the funny part is that he's been on the show longer than me, and he never knows when Afterthoughts is coming.
because you took it over, so I stayed quiet.
You never stay
You took
quiet.
the intro, so I stayed quiet. You
That's
took
all
the
I have is the intro, because all you do is talk. So I don't know what you're talking about.
We're in a talk show. If I stay
But
quiet...
you don't let me talk, so...
You don't let Mike talk, so I can't let you talk.
I have a lot of people... Yo, I'm about to have people comment.
Do it. Do it.
Yo, dude,
Comment below. If you're part of KB's gang, fuck it.
KB's
Tag it.
gang? No, this ain't a contest.
What contest? Ain't no competition
I
here.
can't. Really, right now, I'm so fucking annoyed.
Mike, how's that ice coffee?
Are you guys done?
It's 'cause
You wanna do
you
Afterthoughts?
do a stupid high five. And after month.
Yo.
You stupid dog.
Yo, the coffee's kicking in. Alright, so we got Afterthoughts. We're doing Adapt.
Wait, who's doing after those arches?
Oh, wait, I thought you
I
guys
never
do it?
did it.
I was drinking my
ever in
coffee.
life.
No, you've definitely done it.
You many times.
You've definitely done it.
Oh, ooh. So go ahead, say that one more time.
Say it one more again.
Say it with your chest.
Say it one more
time.
again.
Say that you never took
Well, the
after those
times I
arches.
told don't show up, somebody got to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. You've been, honestly, this year, high five.
Thank you.
Attendance on point.
It's episode 3. Yo, I can't. Yo.
The attendance is
We're going.
impeccable.
Afterthoughts. Tone's here. Don't worry about it. Tone's here.
It's very warm in here.
The heater's on.
I can't.
Is that what?
Yeah.
When this is over, we're not good. Just so you know.
This shit ain't over, motherfucker.
When our camera goes off, it's gonna be worse.
Tomorrow I'm going to get a new microphone, a boom mic for the camera, so this will be the last week of shitty audio.
And I'm getting a new chair soon.
This I promise you. Shout out to NJ Kicks. Full thank you will come when the is in effect.
And we need to get some We Here stickers out.
Did we do arches yet, or are we
No,
still,
we're
I did
still
arches.
We're still
waiting.
debating
No,
on that.
we
I
haven't
did
heard a
arches.
snap. Did you hear a snap?
I mean, all
His arm snaps every time.
I've done arches like 4 times already.
right, roger that. We'll just keep it moving. So
We didn't do it.
You could do it, KB, if you really wanted that bad.
First time ever.
Adapt Bball for $350. So Nike announced they're doing Adapt basketball sneaker self-lacing
Trash.
situation. I was at Nike, but I didn't go to the event. I had something else after. I did see the shoe.
It's not bad looking.
You wear this?
No.
So if you
Pretty bad.
look at it, like they really toned it down. So the last Adapt was a little bit higher. What I would have thought would have been made more for basketball because it was more of like a mid to a high. This is a low Kobe-esque inspired style auto lacing sneaker, which for me, me personally, I prefer a high top for basketball.
Yeah, well, can you break your ankle in that?
Or you could break someone else's ankle in them.
I don't wear basketball. I don't wear basketball. I don't play basketball. I'm physically challenged, so
Your whole life?
fuck these shits. Yeah, my whole life.
Could you run that back? You're what challenged?
Physically challenged.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
We're going on? We're moving
Yeah,
on?
please continue.
What are we doing next?
No,
We
no.
do the sneaker news?
Are you done talking about the shoe though? Like,
Yeah.
$350. This whole point is afterthought. So for $350, you buying
Do
that?
the arches, so he's confused.
Sneaker news and irrational release dates.
No, we're not done with the basketball shit yet.
Well, I said it's just trash like 5 times.
I want to know, but for $350, would you buy it for a lower price point? Like what?
I wouldn't buy it, period. It's not pleasing at all. Like, this shit's not fire. This shit don't look good, period. I don't care if it laces by itself.
Maybe it's for, like, you know, sports purposes.
Yeah, I mean,
it might be
that's
good
what it's for. It was for basketball.
Okay, so maybe they don't care how it looks. They want it to feel good.
Huh. But for $350 is that
if you're like a serious basketball player and you feel like that shoe is helping you, then yeah, fuck it.
I mean, if you're a serious basketball player, like maybe you play for a high school, like I know back in the day when I was younger, they had like team Jordans and like the whole team would have Jordans. Now everybody can wear whatever the fuck they want.
Or
the Grace the King, they all wear LeBrons.
Yeah, I'm just making a statement here. So for $350, that's quite expensive for an entire team to have like throwaways, because I mean you're on court, you're going.
Well, that's because it's the first pair, so
these aren't for
two, and the price might drop.
The other ones were $750, so
and they're not for everybody. They're not for the whole high school team to wear. Like,
I get it.
They're not priced for everybody.
But
honestly.
They're just trying to be innovative.
I get that they're trying to be innovative, but like, okay, now this becomes the most hyped thing, and now 13-year-old, 14-year-olds want self-lacing sneakers because and it's very productive, and people are like, wow, I get a lot of resistance. Like, I like the way they feel. I got better mobility.
Yeah, it might be. That's what I'm saying.
One of those situations, and now like kids
I don't think it's hideous to look at.
I don't think it's bad.
I think it's actually good for a self-lacing shoe.
This is ugly.
I agree. The lights change, but they don't stay on, which is kind of weird.
Wait, they change colors of light?
Those two, there's like a whole like light up you can put it on like while you're working with them, but like after you start moving around, the lights go off. So.
I don't know. I would like someone to test them out and then tell me what's up.
Fair enough.
I don't care for the performance. I just care about how they look, and they look horrible. So we're moving on.
It's fair. You can move on.
You're not performing.
Katie, why don't you take the next topic? Since
none of you guys are performing those basketball shoes anyway.
Who the fuck are you to say what I'm doing?
You wouldn't. We still even do the one-on-one game, so
maybe we get Eli to film a one-on-one game.
What am I doing? The topic?
My topic? What was your topic?
Oh, sneaker news. Like how, like, what did I say the word was?
It's right there. Irrational release dates.
But that's not what I said. That's something you would say.
Oh, but that's because I put it in there.
Like, how valid is sneaker news? Like, they say shit's gonna drop and then it never drops ever. So I'm just saying, what Mike said is sneaker news and irrational release dates.
Yeah. Do you want to speak on it?
I just said sneaker news is not fucking doesn't know what they're talking about.
So like it's a little confusing how like people get press kits or like these blog sites get press kits. I'll have to let.
Alright.
we good. Tone's here.
Just gotta double check.
Yeah.
So like they get press kits for shoe releases and things of that nature, and then it happens from time to time, like we just spoke about with shipping or whatever it is. Like the shoe gets pushed back. But like it happens a lot of times where
what do you
shoes
mean?
just
Mento
don't
was
pop
on
up.
sneaker news calendar like 6 times last year and it didn't drop.
Oh, so you were very specific about why you wanted to say that.
No, but also like they'd be saying shit and then we say it 3 times in 3 different weeks. I'm like, why are we doing the shoe again? Oh, the release date got pushed back. Oh, they changed the date. Oh, like sneaker news said the wrong date. Like sneaker news, get your shit together.
They did the shit with the Mellow 13s too, the black and yellow one, the graduation pair.
Shoes I don't care about.
I don't know why they pushed it back. Some people say it was like mold and shit, but all the pairs in the outlet that I've seen, like they all look good.
So I think sometimes like there are a lot of like hindering factors that factor into like the situation.
Yeah.
What's happening around that release time? Did they off schedule? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they think it'll do better for marketing if they release it during another period in time. So like they'll be like, all right, let's pull those back and then release them later on.
Create some kind of hype like, oh shit, they didn't drop the Mellow 13s. What the fuck happened? But I found the outlet on the retail. Fire.
So
they're building hype on shit, I guess.
Yeah, like honestly, they see like there's no bite on social media platforms. So, like people aren't like, oh, that shit is fire.
You think it's a marketing scheme?
It's definitely a marketing scheme. A lot of the time, then you build up hype, and then like a certain amount of pairs drop. Look at
the band ones. Look at the band ones.
Talk about Fear of Gods too in a row. I feel like.
No, this is the second week because the white got pushed back.
Yeah, the white.
Every week there's like
but there was a
one
black pair before that, so the black pair got talked about first because those were released first.
The only days that don't get pushed back are Ronnie's.
Fair. Next up we got so like
got the deep date on board.
Yeah, he does. Oh shit, he never pushes shit back. Ronnie.
No, he'll drop. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
that's his date.
Shout out to Ronnie.
But he's got.
You don't care what's dropping that day or nothing.
He's got
the
juice.
concepts too. I don't.
But his audience is gonna be different from the other audience.
This is true, but he also has the juice. Like he doesn't care what they're dropping. He'll push a release date for something else.
He'll drop some like regular Monday program with some hype shit drop at the same time. And he don't care.
252 inspired Asics.
Alright, so if you guys have been watching Instagram throughout the course of these past couple of weeks, people have been posting a 10-year challenge. I don't care about like the body goals and difference and aging or whatever that is, but what I did care about is some collectors felt a type of way and started talking about people who recently started collecting, being like, "Oh, this is your whatever."
Your favorite YouTube or your favorite personality.
And the closet was like empty or whatever have you, and like it's a very shady thing to say, like especially if someone's new into like the culture and maybe they weren't collecting 10 years ago. Like I'm a very.
The only thing is that like don't front like you were. Like if you're new and you just got shoes, even if you're older, like don't be like, "Oh, I had shoes here." Like then it's like okay.
My whole thing is like, who the fuck is anybody to judge? Like that's.
I don't care. Just don't lie.
In retrospect to that, like there's the whole conversation we had about hypebeast, and like because you like copying some of the newer hype stuff, even though you've collected other stuff as well, people view you as a hypebeast. It's like because I started liking shoes at a different time than you, and I don't have a 10-year collection or a 15-year collection, that doesn't make me any less of a person.
No, not at all. But,
but like I feel like that's being conveyed though.
New collectors, in a sense, like the people are getting mad that they go buy everything OG and then they're all of a sudden valid. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I guess like people might feel entitled because they've been doing this longer and people for the right reasons, or there wasn't social media. I don't know.
If you're doing what you love, it shouldn't matter what anybody else is doing. True. That's how
I'm just telling you how they probably see it.
Of course, I want your input. But, Tone, how do you feel about this?
Just don't front. Just don't front.
I don't give a fuck about any of that Instagram 10-year bullshit. If you started collecting yesterday, like 20 years ago, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
If you my nigga and I fuck with you, you keep it real with me, that's all I care about.
Exactly, just keep it real, that's all.
I don't care if you keep it real about shoes, and I don't give a fuck if you bought shoes from 20 years ago and you just bought it last week and you're gonna tell me that you had it for 10 years, 20 years.
Would it bother you?
No, I don't give a fuck. If that's the story they want to tell, then fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know about that.
Only thing I worry about is just myself, that's it.
I mean, as someone who never started collecting shoes, I just wore shoes. Like, I didn't view it as a collecting thing.
10 years ago, nobody was collecting shoes. They were just buying shoes. And
you were collecting? I was buying shoes, and when I burned through them, I threw them out.
No, I was getting 2 pairs of each shoe. I had 2 pairs of Cool Grey 9s when they came, a month before they came out. I had 2 pairs of Concords. I bought 2 pairs of everything so I could have it stacked. That's collecting.
How old were you?
I would say when I got...
What were you, like 13, 14, 15?
No, 10 years ago. We're talking... No, I'm not 15. I'm talking about when I started really collecting when maybe like 17, like when I was getting doubles. Like that's when I started getting... When 14, 15, I could only afford what I could buy myself.
Well, that's when, you know what I'm saying?
And I worked at a dance studio, and I worked for my mom teaching since I'm little, so I had money to go buy shoes. And my brother-in-law owned a sneaker store. He owned 3, so I used to go there and get whatever the fuck I wanted.
At a discounted price?
No, not Jordans.
Huh. Well, anyway, I worked at a sneaker store, so I would get shoes on discount and I would get them early, so I wasn't like mad about it, but I wasn't like doing it to be like, oh, let me put these away.
Yeah, no.
Let me put these away. Like, I wanted to get them early so I could be like, oh, I'm wearing these fresh shits before anybody else.
Exactly.
Like that was the move.
At that point, like, our mentality wasn't about like holding shit or stocking shit or posting shit up on Instagram. There was no internet like that. Like, there was internet, but it wasn't like social media shit.
I used to have to go to Jamaica Ave, Coliseum Mall, Dolo, by myself and pick up Jordans for myself.
That was your choice.
No, I don't care. I had Jordans early. I used to call like every single card that I had like of stores. Like when a new shoe come out, I just take the cards, a stack of cards I took from every store, and call them like, yo, you got these? Next card, yo, you got these? Like every store until I found them.
Cool.
That's a good story. That's how you used to fucking.
But that, like, I didn't have to go through all that.
I didn't go through none of that.
Yeah, but also you probably didn't have shit 3 months early. Like that was when that's when Jordan was taking accounts away from people. You worked at a sneaker store too that was giving them out early too, actually. I used to get my Jordans there sometimes.
Oh, so...
I probably seen Mike in that store and didn't know him.
I'm so confused. I said I would get them early so I could wear them. But like, so some store, when they got them early, you would be able to buy them as an employee and walk out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to worry about them being like, oh, don't show these to anybody. Like, it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And there was nobody being like, blowing up your spot. Like, oh, where'd you get those early on fucking Sneaker News? Oh, somebody got them early from this store. Like, fuck out of here. You could just do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah.
But I digress.
10 years ago, I just graduated out of high school. I was 18. I ain't have no money, nigga. I was poor as fuck. I ain't buying shoes. The fuck? My family poor. I ain't buying shoes at 15. Like, I bought my first pair of shoes when I got my first job.
You didn't have a job?
Nah. I was just in high school. That was
it was your own fault. I got got working papers in high school. What are you saying?
Fucking
I
summer
keep
school
working
job.
with the work. So
I got my first job after high school. Like I was just in high school doing what I gotta do. That's it.
I'm not even going to dive any further into that. I'm going to leave that one alone. All I'm saying is you didn't want a job and your own money when you were a kid?
No, nigga, I was a kid. It was different bringing. Like, it was a different upbringing between you and me.
My mom, I wanted a bike. My mom was like, you better save some money.
There you go. So I never asked for a bike. I ain't asked for sneakers. I ain't asked for bikes. I ain't asked for none of that shit. I bought my own shit.
Everybody's different.
How'd you buy your own shit if you don't have a job?
You just contradicted yourself.
Fuck you mean? Oh, you're just selling drugs? What's up? What are we doing? Now I need to know things. When this goes off, I need to find. I'm writing a biopsy.
Research. A biopsy?
And then
biopic, whatever the fuck it's called.
I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida for 2 years after high school.
Did you?
And then I came back when I was 20.
Huh.
Did you have a beard?
I knew about that.
No.
When did your beard?
I started growing my beard when I was 20. So by I came back,
He started growing the beard to hide his identity. I see what's going on.
Do you ever wonder what you look like without it?
Yeah,
I know what it looks like without it.
No, but that was 10 years ago.
You mean like now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just picture me without the beard. It's just the same shit.
It's the same exactly.
It's the same
It's
exact
not
shit.
good. It's not good. Keep the beard.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to, I think your lips would be bigger because
They are bigger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Done with that. Anyway, we're going to move along to
No, but seriously.
viewer comments from last week. So if you left a comment in the comment section last week and it was deemed worthy to speak about today, we're going to do it right now. Starting off with Walker Jacob 89, 4 days ago. Hashtag get to the chopper. Your Tassie Tigers take it this week. KB with the heat. Do you feel like Asics, New Balance, and Diadora went missing in 2018?
No, you went missing. If you really think that these three brands went missing, you were missing.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
he was missing.
Two of these brands.
I'm not lying. All three of these brands dropped fire shit in 2018.
Not my size.
Try again.
You don't think they dropped fire shit in 2018?
Try again.
I think they did. Asics did whatever they did. New Balance.
Asics. Okay. Koi. Afew.
That's fire shit. How many fire shits you want to drop? 20 pairs in 1 year?
They also did LAMGC.
They have a lot of inline shit that people
all
bought.
international.
4.
They have a good run,
I'm going brands. 4 off the rip. Oh, they did.
I feel like Adidas was missing.
The Joe Cayano was definitely so like 5 shoes. But if you look at the repertoire of every other brand, like they were pumping shit out like.
Yeah, but these brands can't compete with Nike. We know this.
I said other brands.
Yeah, that's other brands.
New Balance pulled out a lot of shit last year.
They did, and a lot of the shit ends up on sale for like 50% off.
Saucony is on the back of a milk carton somewhere.
I'll give you that one. Saucony was gone for like 2018. I only got like 1 pair from Saucony.
Yeah, they're on the milk carton. Somebody's looking for them right now.
Saucony 2018. Chilling. I'm just refueling. That's all.
I don't think you need that.
Probably don't.
Coffee and then that.
Bro.
There you go. That's all the sugar. It's already started.
Saucony 2018 missing.
Missing. That's the only one. They went missing.
Missing.
Go ahead, KB. You got the next one.
Oh, come on. No, I don't got the next one.
Just read the
I
question.
don't want to read. I was just chilling on my phone.
All right, Molly Mall, 5 days ago, edited. Hashtag get to the chopper. By the way, Livestock is in Canada, although I'm not sure of too many other stores. That's not what he wrote, but I'm going to say it anyway. Anywho, question. What can other brands do to take more street market share from Nike? Can Adidas make another run like they did with the UB and NMD?
No.
Well, market share. Well, let's start with the first half of that. Market share from Nike. What do you think they can? So, basically, nobody attacks marketing like Nike does. Nobody does.
It was the best.
And the only way that anybody's going to be able to is money. Like, they just have to start delving deeper into storytelling with whatever it is that they're putting out and correlating it to either nostalgia or new wave shit. Like,
doesn't that shit suck that you gotta have like a fire-ass story behind a sneaker drop just to sell this shit? Like, you can't just post up a photo of the shoe and then expecting the mass public to like fuck with it.
Those days are over unless you have like an artist do something dope. Like, it's either it's going to go viral in a way that people notice it, or it's going to be marketed in a way that it goes viral with funding.
But I appreciate a good story and like a good drop, like how Extra Butter used to do. Remember the space pack?
Absolutely.
Yeah, had the astronaut
I have an extra
outfit,
butter
and then they
t-shirt
had
on
like the
today.
ice cream cart going and shit. That shit was fire. That shit is dope.
Shout out to Alex wearing the spaceman suit, walking the streets, like chilling. Like that shit was dope. They did like that video with like the 80s music playing. It was
Fire.
I
hot
remember
as
my
hell in
car
that
got
suit.
towed in front of that event.
That was for the Moonwalker.
Came out, the car was gone.
But aside from that, I feel like storytelling is a big part of getting people vested into the specific item. But you also got to tell the story on a shoe that people kind of want to cop too. Like you can't just put a story behind Kendrick Lamar redesigned Cortez and be like, people are gonna love it. No, like
I know
it's got to work all
Oh my
around.
god, I had one more thing to add to it, and I forgot to tell you.
Go.
Did you see the article about Wale saying he's the one who brought SBs back? I'm sorry, but he was wearing fake ones. Like
Wale didn't do anything.
he wrote, but I'm saying, did you see that?
Yeah, okay. And so Soulja Boy created Drake. Okay, good. Next, oh wait, we got to get the second half of that question. Can Adidas make another run with UB and NMD?
That's enough.
I don't think that they're going to be able to do that because they're already retroing 1.0s and it's year 5. So if you're doing that, they already know that they're taking a hit and they oversaturated their own market with the same product. Like I looked at
But it was probably they probably prepared for that with the year that they were doing really well. Like that one year, they were like not catching up.
4 years ago or so, just after the 1.0, because the 1.0 didn't take off till like the end of the first year of it. Like that's when people were like, oh shit, that 1.0 was fire because they saw more of it, and then the people started buying, and then they immediately jumped on the 2.0 instead of like being like pull back on the 1.0 and stay with it for a little while. Everybody's so quick to innovate and be on the next new thing that they fuck themselves. Whatever. Anyway,
I think.
Oh,
I didn't get to answer.
I apologize.
I think they should just stop using fucking prime knit. They just, transition to like the leather or the premium materials and incorporate it, that shit with the boost and see how it goes. Instead of just doing all this prime knit shit, because the prime knit, you can't do much on the upper.
I can agree with you because I talked shit about that Nightwalker last week. The Nightcrawler, Night Runner.
Yeah.
Oh, the black pair of...
Yes,
Both
and saw it in extra butter, and I was like, you know what? It's not a bad looking shoe. It's not a bad... I have to eat my own words on that because I saw it in person. I was like, damn, it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Huh?
Cool.
Is what it is.
Something to look out for.
You wanna take up Show Enough over there?
Show Enough 808, no heartbreak, 4 days to go. Hashtag get to the motherfucking chopper. Still transitioning to the Seattle area. Shout out to you, homie. Welcome to to the West Coast. Well, not on the West Coast, but you was in Hawaii, but now you're here now.
Could you read
Shout
the
out to
question?
you.
The weather must be a big adjustment.
All the good sneaker shops are at least an hour away. It is very different from Hawaii. Question: how far do y'all travel to get to your sneaker shops? I know in New York, there's a good selection within 20 minutes of everywhere. LOL.
5 miles.
But there is
5
traffic,
miles.
so it takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
6 miles.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, you're closer.
I stay ways in that shit because I hate
Yeah,
sitting in
Waze is
traffic.
good.
It's about an hour. Like if you go out to Long Island, it's about 40 minutes.
If you go to Kith at 3 a.m., it's 12 minutes.
It's 12, but who the fuck? It's not even open.
You
at
go to
3
Kith
a.m.
at 3 a.m.
Yeah, but I go for different reasons. Like I'm saying, if you're gonna go at prime time, it's about an hour to get there. If you're not,
just take the train. The train's quick.
Yeah,
Still
but it's still
45
45 minutes though. Like it doesn't make a difference. Even if you catch an express, like you're still gonna take at least a half an hour, 45 minutes. So like realistically, the travel, as long as you know you're gonna get what you want when you get there, who gives a shit?
You probably get there quicker with your 20-minute drive. It's probably,
Estimated time is like 20 minutes to an hour,
It's probably
depending on
20
what store
miles
you're
for
going
you.
to.
Like you just spoke about, we're gonna move on to the next one. Thank you, showing up. Boston's Best 5 days ago. Shout out Paolo. Hashtag get to the chopper. Who do you think is directly responsible for the new wave of SBs? I don't hate on people liking SBs now because I think they are a large part of sneaker history and why things are the way they are today. Nike was smart building hype again. Who do you think is responsible? Partly Naked Diamonds, Concepts, Travis Scott, NBA players.
I think
It's a collection of what you're saying.
Nike probably said we want to bring back SBs and
They select a few people to like do collaborations with and shit maybe.
well, Concepts is like the originators, so they got it.
Originators of like the SB hype and shit, like the lobsters.
Staple, really, but
Yeah, but I'm not saying but at that point in juncture in time, everything was getting hype. It wasn't.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like they were doing collabs on SBs before collaborators were even like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they were bringing people in to do collabs on SBs just because skating. and just because, you know what I'm saying? So that started a hype in the subculture of sneakers just because.
I feel like that's how it bled into Supreme though, because people would go to Supreme because it's a skate shop to buy SBs, and then you start seeing the clothes, and then it all like literally the culture took off.
I mean, if you think about Kids, 1990. Kids, the movie that came out, and
fucking fire movie.
And how kids were back in that time. Like every time you have kids, they're trying to find their own world and their own niche.
You think it was that dramatic? That movie was gross. I remember I had to sneak watching it because my mom wouldn't let me.
That movie's important for every child.
For like the culture of what was going on in New York at that time, and even like in other states too, it was a subculture of being rebellious and skating and hitting the streets and spending your time out in the streets, and that was part of what it was. Like, I think that was a big part of what drove culture in that direction. And speaking of culture, we're talking about SBs. It was that those kids were wearing is what they were doing.
It's true.
DC, like there were a lot of skate brands in the 90s that were fucking popular.
Right.
Just happens that Nike
DC
was
Air One,
the largest one that just kept it going. So, but as far as like today, like why this hype is here, it's been slowly building. Premier's been doing dope shit for the past 3 or 4 years on like the low that has actually hit the mainstream. The glow in the dark shit that they did with the like the Yeezy inspired colorway.
The Northern Lights.
Yeah, exactly. The other joints that they did, the gray with the 3M hit on the collar, the highs that they did. Like I always like the Premier's SBs. And as a non-SB collector, that was dope.
Yeah, Premier is definitely one.
And like low key, SBs have always been like in my mind, but like they're not comfortable with me. So like I'll buy them and then get rid of them. The Chinese New Year all red joints, I had 2 pairs of them. I got rid of them and I got another pair. Shout out to Mike. You know who you are. Mike Mucciani, you know who you are.
I got the pair with the coin. Yeah. I use it as a lace lock. Oof. So
I'm just saying, like, they've been innovating for quite some time, and it's been making its own return. You've been seeing Dunks for the past fucking 4 or 5 years making a move. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that
even 10 years ago,
people were looking for something different to wear, and SBs are clean and dope. Like, it is what it is.
You gotta respect SBs no matter what.
You got PJ Tucker, you got fucking Travis Scott, you got Concepts doing them, you got Staple doing another one. Like, all those things are factors in why SBs are fucking blowing up. Next question?
Next question.
I'll read it.
Oh.
Shout out to David Blockman for the paragraph 1 day ago, edited.
Shout out for the essay.
And hashtag get to the shopper. Since you guys are advocating for more in-store releases instead of online releases, how do you think companies like Nike should get product to places without a plethora of sneaker boutiques or affiliated stores? Personally, I'd like to see Nike expand the Sneakers Pass functionality to every state and give people in proximity to certain affiliate stores, or more specifically certain zips and area codes, access to limited releases. As much as NY and LA are major hubs for sneaker releases and the majority of the country isn't within a reasonable distance to access the in-person releases these cities see.
Well,
they can build it, they can definitely have technology. Thoughts?
Show us.
I think that Nike is all about money, and these stores need to have those tier accounts to be getting that shit. And they don't care about the customers. They want the stores to be spending more money so they can put those shoes in there. Like Nike has their little ways. Like, oh, you want a tier 0 account? Well, you need to sell this, this, and this, and that. Like, and some stores aren't gonna do that, or can't do that, or they're not even asking them to sell shit that's gonna. Like, if you want the hype shit, you gotta sell the whack shit first, basically.
For some people got a really strong reach and they don't get the whack shit. Period.
That's because they have a tier 0 account. Your turn.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
What the fuck was that?
So now I was trying to move the smoke away from you. So realistically, I believe that you're 100% correct. They should branch out to smaller affiliate stores that do have reasonable accounts and are in good account standing. That means that their bills are always paid, and they do their own kind of promotion via Instagram and social media networks and online websites to promote Nike product without being told what to do. I.e., Extra Butter has like you've seen a rise in Extra Butter getting tier 0 releases by doing their own installation. So I think it all depends on the relationship with Nike itself. But if Nike wants to, they can definitely do an online order pickup via a reservation. So you would go to said store and get verified through the store as a person in that state, and then have the pair shipped to you. which would be more reasonable than going online and doing bots. I did think about this, as you can see. So realistically, like, okay, so we don't trust you guys having pairs and backdooring them, so I need you to come in, you get the person's ID, the information, and that all gets printed out in a Google document, whatever you want to do, sent to Nike via that release or said whatever, and then boom, you get your pair shipped to you. Same price, same deal, same everything, and there you go. And that'll bring more into those stores that are affiliated with Nike. That would be a way to open up to your affiliate stores and give them the opportunity to get some revenue from said releases without having to actually do that. So obviously the customers that shop there and know what's going on, they're buying product, whether it's t-shirts, sneakers, or whatever it is that you have in your store, and they're also entering a raffle because they're traveling to get you regardless. So I think that's a way that they can kind of help out with getting to the smaller areas that don't have.
Adidas reaches out to smaller areas than, like...
Well, they also make one product that people want. It's called Yeezy. So, like, realistically, where do they really reach it? And they're making 100,000 pairs, so of course they got to spread the reach.
That shit is everywhere.
So, I mean, you're seeing...
And it's always demographic as well. Like,
exactly.
They're not going to put Yeezys like in a city or in a state that is not going to sell.
Yeah, I mean...
that population's not going to be looking for that shoe, so they're not going to waste their time shipping the shit over to that state, and the shit's just, and then they got to send it back to whatever company it is, and then, you know, the company got to deal with that shit. So they pick and choose on who wants the shit, like you were saying. So it all comes down to what kind of culture you're around in your city.
Niche boutiques in certain areas should definitely be afforded certain things. Like even in New York, like there's only like 4 or 5 stores in like a 6-block radius that get all the shit. If you think about it, I mean, there's some smaller stores you start to see now in outer boroughs, but that's maybe a size run or two. Like we're talking about Nike Lab, Kith, Concepts, Extra Butter, and
they're all like
and Packers gets, but you never see that anyway. But realistically, it's not a lot of stores. Everyone's like, oh, New York gets everything, but you got Nike headquarters is here, so obviously you're going to get like an abundance there. But outside of that, and those smaller boutiques, like it's 6 or 7 stores. It's not crazy. Like,
and they're all next to each other too, so they're not far away.
Yeah, you can throw a rock and hit the window and be like, oh, I'm in line. Well, it is what it is.
Moving on.
Sneaker battle.
Woohoo!
Sneaker battle. We have a new contender in the belt.
Finally!
For the belt.
Finally won one.
Between you two.
I probably won't win this week. But...
Unless I tell them to vote for you.
Oh. Yeah, this guy. I got a bait.
What
Saucony. Bait collabo, yeah, OG shit. This one Saucony was great because I don't see any glue stains.
Oh, they did.
No, they not.
They did.
No, they not.
Tone, you're up, buddy.
I got you.
My shoe.
I got a strong 14%.
It's a baby blue and a navy blue.
Could you let him do his
But I didn't finish describing
Saucony West NYC, Saltwater. Shout out to West NYC, fire. White Lace Gang only, you heard? Gang, gang, gang.
Did you heard? Just gonna get up for this bad boy. We did concepts this week, C notes.
Ooh.
Chilling.
Holy Grails.
A little contrast up here, you heard?
It's fire.
Poppin'.
My hashtag this week?
I'm hating.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have it?
Nah,
My
I'm still
hashtag
looking.
is gonna be
You bitch.
creativity.
Hashtag creativity. Ugh, okay.
No, fine, it's corny. No, hashtag it's Ralph though.
Speaking about
Ralph
corny.
Toribio or Ralph?
Ralph Polo,
I was like, damn, Ralph Toribio getting in there, chilling.
Shout out to Ralph. It ain't Ralph though. You heard Ralph?
Wait,
It's Ralph. It's Ralph though.
It's Ralph though.
THOU though.
Ralph Toribio is the hashtag.
That's how you want to go with it.
It's
That's
Ralph
not the
though.
hashtag. Don't do that because they'll be fucked up.
No,
Across the
Ralph
screen, it's Ralph though. If you want to shout out in next week's episode, like the dudes that hit up Get to the Chopper last week in the comment section. Starting off with Brandon R.R. Oh, good for you, dude. I like this.
Oh, he said good for you, dude.
Streetwear Dad, Jim C215, Sergey Bakalov, ESL, Official DKNO, Toilet Bowl Poop, Gas Heart, Shonuff 808, chillin', Boston's Best, Paolo, David Blockman, thank you for the comment, Hater Extraordinaire, chillin' again, Molly Mall, you already know, V. Gilligan, Michael Jenkins, chillin', Walker Jacob 89, R. Russell, Alex Dimitrioff,
I got something to say.
and Tones Giblets, and also LV2.
I got
Shout out to all of y'all.
What are you gonna say?
Shout out to everyone in the YouTube group chat that we're all friends with that none of them watch this show. Shout out to you. Me and Johnny V had a nice conversation. And
I mean, obviously Paolo watches it because he's in the
well,
comment
Paolo
section.
don't count.
Oh, Paolo, you don't count, but thank you for being in the group chat and watching the show.
But everybody
Appreciate
else
you.
in the group chat who don't watch the show, boo for you.
Shout out to Milton. Shout out to the Breakdown group chat. Shout out to the Chillin' group chat. You already know what's up. And shout out to everybody else.
David Blackman watches too.
That's another person.
Yeah, but he's consistent.
He don't count either. All right, fine. Guys, peace.
We out.